Pistons fans, what's going on? It's your boy King, man. The Pistons fall short tonight in New Orleans versus the Pelicans, man. Zion Williamson goes off. Killian Hayes has a heck of a night tonight. Saddiq Bey returns. A lot to talk about. Let's dig in. Oh, man. Pistons fans. Where do I begin? First of all, before we even get into, what I really want to talk about, what happened in that fourth quarter, got to give credit where credit is due. Killian Hayes played a really, really good game tonight, man. Really, really good game tonight. Another showing of why you wait, why I've been on this train, why I was excited when we drafted him, why I was excited why we drafted Cade as well. Because there's a similarity between the two of the players. Cade is the better scorer right now, and probably will continue to be that. But the values that these two both have is the reason why you see me for 2 straight years doing the draft, hollering and screaming on draft night when we got these guys. And it's going to look so good together in the future. I promise you guys that. You guys got to trust me on that, man. When number 2 does return, I want to see a combination of Killian and number 2 on the court at some point to where we do this 3-guard thing with Ivy on the court, possibly. Like I said, they bring such a unique thing to the game, whereas they do multiple things. You know what I'm saying? We seen Killian literally carry this team today. Able to knock down shots in the first half, but at the same time, quarterback out there. It's what Dwayne Casey talks about a lot. He quarterbacked the hell out of this game. Which leads me to the problem we're going to get to. Defense, man, pretty much took McCollum out of the game today. You know what I'm saying? So these players like him and these players like Cade score the basketball, quarterback the floor, check the best players on opposing team. You know what I'm saying? Defense, rebounding, multiple things. You got 2 Swiss Army knives on your team. You know what I'm saying? And I really, really like that so much. Tonight was just another showing, man, of the potential of Killian Hayes. And it's going on pretty much a month now, almost a month, where we've seen these performances. Even though he didn't shoot well last game, he still quarterbacked. He was the one that got guys going like Boban and like Burks with the passes that he was delivering to these guys. And then it carried on to where they caught absolute fire. But speaking of Bogey, man, tonight just was not his night. It was not his night. I mean, he struggled. He struggled, man, and he got frustrated. And I don't know what he said to that ref, but it got him ejected immediately, man. And I don't want to see that from Bogey. Listen, Bogey, if you're not scoring a basketball, I said this even after he had a great night last night. I said you have to keep that energy both ways. If you're not having a good scoring night, Bogey, there's other things that you can do to affect the game. There's other things that you can do to affect the game. I know your game is shooting. I get it. But go out there and be the best rebounder. Go out there and at least try to help defend. Find some other guys. You draw double teams at times. You listen, man. You can't get more respected with the basketball than Bogey. You know what I'm saying? Guys, they want to do everything to stop you. Find other guys. You can do other things. So got frustrated tonight. Didn't get a few calls to go his way, man. It just wasn't working for him tonight. He got frustrated and he got ejected. So that absolutely sucked because it would have helped at the end of the game, especially to eliminate this stupid situation that we're going to get to. Saddiq Bey, man, returned tonight. Saddiq Bey, man, he's been struggling with his shot from the outside tonight, but tonight it looked like he caught himself back into a good rhythm. So I hope this carries on until it eventually gets back to where it needs to be. But like I said, when you have a player that switches his game like that and works on particular things as far as attacking the basket, this guy's been getting to the free throw line and shoot about 5 times a game. You know what I'm saying? So it affects other parts of your game seem to, waver a little bit. So hopefully he can keep himself in the rhythm. We want consistency from Saddiq Bey. You know what I'm saying? So you can tell when he's out there, it's just a lot of mental mistakes out there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of overthinking still. So when Saddiq Bey approaches the game and approaches the court, he needs to go out there and say, listen, I'm the baddest MF on this court. You know what I'm saying? So I'm finna give you a bad day. You about to have trouble with me today. That's the mindset that you got to have when you go out there. So it was good to see him have a good showing tonight, man. 25 points from Saddiq Bey. And again, Killian, man, 17 points tonight. 6 rebounds. I believe. Wow, I forgot how many assists he had tonight, but he had a double-double tonight. Anywhere between 10 and 12 assists tonight. So, on top of that, a couple of steals. But yeah. Ivy had 12 tonight, and I think it's time we go ahead and have this discussion. What is it that King talk about? You keep talking about, he's going to get to it. Well, if you watch the game, Dwayne Casey, man, you have a specific player on your bench that is totally responsible for you being in this game, and you have a player that was out there with him before he sat that had a big part to do with it. And Ivy, Dwayne Casey's his brilliant idea of keeping Killian out of the game all the way within the 4-minute mark, when he's having a game like that, and when he literally had your offense flowing. Him and Ivy sit down. You left Corey Joseph in the game. Corey Joseph played 20 minutes tonight for no reason. He did not play well whatsoever. He had 0 points, Dwayne Casey. You kept him on the floor. And to insult to injury, you know what I'm saying? When you bring Killian back, you keep this man on the court. You keep Corey on the court. I seen the brace on Ivy's knee. Fine. I'll give you that. What the hell is wrong with Burks? What's wrong with Burks? And then on top of that, you don't bring Burks back until 18 seconds in the game. Your assistant's going to get you fired, Dwayne Casey. Rex and them other guys that's telling you what to do and who to put in the game, they're going to get your ass fired. I promise you that. You need to be a coach yourself. Make your own damn decisions. Because these little, even with Killian Hayes, even if you try to say, with the calf situation, he's on minute restriction, fine, whatever. You kept Kojo in this game like he was providing you something. He was not. He had 0 points today. He doesn't exist on defense. We all know this. You kept him out there on the court like he was playing well. What is that doing to other guys sitting on the bench? It's like this man just can't do no wrong in your eyesight, bro. So yes, I had to say something about it, and I wasn't the only one to say something about it. Here's Twitter. I can go for days with these posts from Twitter. Everybody was trying to figure out, like, why is this man he's playing this many minutes. It's just like, bro, you know what I'm saying? So, and I understand that Duren is young and, you know, all these good things that you want to say. I get it. But he's young. Put Duren back in the game too, Dwayne Casey, earlier than you did. I mean, period. Marvin Bagley, fine. Keep him out. He didn't have it today. These last 2 games from Bagley have been terrible. I get it. But Duren, who had a double-double, who Zion Williamson wanted no parts of in that second half. He wanted no parts of Duren when he was out there on the court. Dwayne Casey, once again, just like I told you last game, when Zion Williamson is in the game, guess who's in the game? Jalen Duren. When Zion sits, guess what? You sit, Duren. You're going to harass him today. Simple, point, and plain. Because this man does not want to attack the basket with you on him. But we're going to throw Stu on him, who's undersized, who is not strong enough to deal with this guy. Stu is very strong, but this is Zion Williamson we talking about. We're going to throw Stu on him. I don't get paid millions of dollars. You do, Dwayne Casey. It's just common sense, bro. This is not hard. It's really not hard. These are some coaching strategies I watch teams from the 90s do. When their player is in, you're in. When he sits, you sit. Hell, Ben, when Shaq is in the game, you're in the game. When Shaq sits, Ben, you sit. This ain't hard, bro. It's not hard. Boy. You know, that's all I'm going to say about the situation. You know, like I said, it is what it is. But some of these games like this, we have chances to win at the end. This is the team that we were talking about. The team that's, you know, in these games at the end. You know, you winning some of them. You're going to lose some of them. You know, it just is what it is. But it just feels good to see everything that I've been trying to tell people coming into play. You know what I'm saying? All the wait and the patience and everything else, all the words y'all hate. You're starting to see why, right? So, man, you know, we gotta keep pushing. We got to keep pushing, man. Guys are literally going through growth moments, learning things. So, you know, we just take it for what it is. But with that said, leave it in the comments, man. What did you guys think about the last quarter of that game? If you did not watch the game, please do not come in my comment section talking like you know what you're talking about. Please. But if you did watch the game tonight, leave it in the comments, man. Let me know what you guys thought about the finish of that game. Some of the decisions made. What you thought about some of the performances out there that you seen tonight, man. Anything you want to drop in the comments, just leave it there. And, man, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.